Director General of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, Princess Zara Mustafa Audu, has commanded the Osun State government for its reforms to ensure ease of doing business in the state. Princess Audu spoke at the State Action on Business Enabling Reforms Technical Session and statewide town hall meeting in Osogbo, the state capital. Here is the report.
The Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, PEBEC, was set up to remove bureaucratic constraints to doing business in Nigeria and make the country a progressively easier place to start and grow a business. Chaired by the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, the Council in 2023 commenced the State Action on Business Enabling Reforms (SABER) program alongside the World Bank towards enhancing Nigeria's business environment at the state level. In continuation of this drive, PEBEC brought together stakeholders from both federal and state ministries and agencies for discussions around fostering a more conducive business climate in Osun State. In her remarks at the technical session and statewide town hall meeting in Osogbo, Director General of PEBEC, Princess Zara Mustafa Audu, commended the Osun State government for its reforms to ensure ease of doing business. The DG, who pointed out some areas of improvement, was particularly impressed with the swiftness with which the state government was taking actions.
They are still implementing the deliverables, that the program tries to embed. So this is very interesting. I am here today to try and support them as much as possible, because yes, they may not be participating actively in terms of accessing the funds, but they have been very proactive in implementing some of the policies. And more important for us, it's important that we extend some of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's policies at the national level to the subnational level. We're trying to embed the principles in our 8 points agendas, all the principles around job creation, investment promotion, and this is why we're here. This is not our first dealings with Osun State.
On his part, the Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Professor Moruf Adeleke, revealed that actions taken by the state government on ease of doing business were already yielding results. He, however, disclosed that Governor Ademola Adeleke was against adding to Osun State's debt profile, but is instead determined to reduce it.
What we call SABER, State Action on Business Enabling Reform, is that when states doing things in terms of providing enabling environment for businesses, they will be supported by the World Bank. However, this support is going to be in terms of loan, such that whatever you have taken from the World Bank will have to be paid back. But Mr. Governor has made a pronouncement that rather than add to the debt profile of Osun State, we would rather reduce the debt profile. So we will continue to make business environment conducive for businesses and investment. However, we will not take that low, so that we don't increase the debt profile of the state.
Similarly, Mrs. Yetunde Eson, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, who is also the state focal person, highlighted several ways through which the state was showing commitment to ease of doing business.
The Osun has a one-stop harmonized bill. So what this means is that the taxes and levies of the state is not being taken by just multiple platforms. We have a single platform in which, if you want to pay your tax and levy, it is just a demand notice, just one demand notice that is taken to a business, and the business is able to pay once and for all. Again, you have an enabling environment for you to be able to come and have access to land. At the Ministry of Lands, for you to get a C of O, after you might have got your survey clearance and your tax clearance, it takes only 45 days.
The technical workshop on State Action on Business Enabling Reforms, SABER, saw an overview of the program and the presentation of Subnational Ease of Doing Business report.
In 2016, PEBEC has implemented well over 180 verifiable reforms, and this cohort is the third cohort. It was inaugurated in November 2023. So it is important to note at this point that the composition of PEBEC is very deliberate. It has all the key decision makers as it relates to the business environment in the country. So how does PEBEC work?
The event was also attended by the Commissioner for Finance, Honorable Shola Ogungbile, Commissioner for Cooperatives and Empowerment, Prince Bayo Ogungbangbe, Commissioner for Environment, Honorable Mayowa Adejorin, Accountant General of the State, Chief Registrar of the State High Court, Special Advisors, and Permanent Secretaries.